All right, we are going to do the first exercise post Solid Professor and OnShape tutorials. And this is what we're going to be doing for the conceivable future. And this one's called EX01. So you can, when you make your document, you'll call it that. And you can see it's a fairly simple shape. It looks like a circle with another circle and some lines cut out of it and a couple more circles added. And then just a simple extrusion. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead into OnShape and start a document, and we can see if we can make this thing. Okay, so let's create this document. I'm going to call it EX01. And one of the things that I want you guys to do is I want you guys to make your product so that your isometric view matches this exactly. So that means we're going to need to make it so it lies flat like this. You can't just pick any old plane you want to make your sketch on. Let's make our sketch on the top plane so it looks like this. Okay, and then again, what we're going to do is we're going to create a sketch of this profile. Now you notice it says 3 holes drilled through. Okay, and I don't know how, like, we could go about this by putting these circles in the sketch and extruding it. And we can make this basic part without the holes and then use the hole tool afterwards. But frankly, for something this simple, these are simple holes. They're not, you know, ISO holes or ANSI holes. I think we should just put these in the original sketch and then just extrude this and be done with it. I think that's a good way to go about it. If you did it the other way, wouldn't matter. It would be just as valid. Okay, so let's go ahead and start that sketch on the top plane. I'm going to right click and make new sketch. And I'm going to hide all the planes by right clicking on one of the planes and selecting hide all planes. I'm going to hit the N key to get a normal view. And I'm going to start off with the construction lines that they have that are going through the origin that are going to act as our guidelines. Okay, and I'm going to hit L and Q to get a line construction. And I'm going to come back through the middle and bingo. All right, so those are my guidelines. Now, let's see. We're going to, let's look at our document here. And it looks like we've got a circle with another circle and then a couple lines that come off of here. And so let's start with that. Okay, and then we'll place these other circles after the fact. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with our first circle. It's supposed to be 80 in diameter, so I'm going to click and enter 80. Okay, and I'm also going to make this other circle, which is supposed to be 16 in radius, which means it would be 32 in diameter. So I'm going to click, type 32, and there you go. Now after I'm going to hit escape to get out of the tool. I'm going to drag these out of the, I really don't like seeing dimensions inside the part at all. Okay, now let's get the line tool, and it looks like we're supposed to make some lines that are horizontal that start at this intersection right here where the construction line meets the inner circle. So I'm going to click, go horizontal till I meet the outer circle, and then click. And then I'm going to hit escape, L for line. I'm going to do it again. Bingo. Okay, now it did say that these lines are supposed to be, oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. No, this is fine. Okay, now I'm going to get the trim tool, and I'm going to get rid of these parts here, 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 and here, and I've got that basic shape. Okay, I'm also going to take, I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to move that 32 around to the other side. It doesn't even look like it's dimensioning anything where I left it. Okay, so now it looks a little bit more legit. I'll move this over here too. Okay, now we're supposed to place holes specific distances away from the origin. So if you notice, each hole lies along those main construction lines, but they're all 28 millimeters away from the origin. Okay, so I'm going to actually create some more. There's a couple ways we could do this. We could create those construction lines like they did, or we could just put the holes there and then dimension it. And I think that would actually be the easier way to do it. So I'm going to get a hole. I do need it to be along this line, so I'm going to click, and it is supposed to be 10. Okay, I got to do another one over here. It's also supposed to be 10, and another one over here, and it's supposed to be 10. Okay, now each one of them is supposed to be 28 millimeters away from the origin. So I'm going to click on my dimension tool, click the center, click the origin, make it 28. And now at this point, I could do that for all of these. Or you could have fun. You could do other things. You could make this one symmetrical from here. I mean, there's a million different ways to go about this, guys. Whatever you find easiest is legit. Okay, and that's also 28. But if you enjoy using all the tools, then you might choose to do it in a more fancy way. I'm gonna hit escape. I'm gonna drag the, because again, I absolutely hate seeing dimensions inside the part. Okay, so there we go. That looks like the profile of the thing we need to extrude. So let's go ahead and accept that sketch. I'm going to click my isometric view. And if you look at our drawing down here, in this, this side view, or it's actually a section view, they show that it's 5 millimeters thick. So that's how far we need to extrude it. So get the Extrude tool, click on this profile, change from 25 to 5, and there you go, baby, we's done. All right, so that is a beautiful looking part. The way I'm going to check these parts is I'm going to look at the mass. So let's make all of our parts into the material. Let's use aluminum 1060 for everything. So aluminum 1060. And then you can get the mass, and we don't really have a way to check it as far as for you to check it, but I'll know what it is, and then hopefully yours will be the same, okay? And I'll check that. Well, or I could just show you. I mean, I guess it's not going to hurt anything. It's not like a test or anything. So this winds up being 42.441 grams, okay? So if yours comes out to the same mass, then you did well. All right, that'll do it.